Welcome to North Castle. Sorry for the awkward welcome. We haven't had visitors here since we've been covered in all this ice and snow.
Sorry if you came to see the king. I regret to inform you that he is not here. He is away on a quest to find the great armor.
Oh my, we haven't even introduced ourselves. My name is Armorer Jason, and this is my trusty companion Sparky. You may not see many dragons from where you live. Don't worry, Sparky's not like other dragons you may have heard about. Sparky only breathes ice, not fire.
Years ago, the royal blacksmith requested an armored dragon to help make armor for the king. I don't know. I guess something was lost in translation because I'm not an armored dragon. I'm an Arctic dragon.
The blacksmith tried to keep Sparky around to help out, but poor Sparky is allergic to blacksmith dust and ends up sneezing a lot. In fact, that's the reason North Castle has been buried under all this ice and snow. Whenever Sparky sneezes, we end up having a blizzard. I try to help Sparky, but sometimes it just happens. And when it does, we all freeze. What I mean is, we all become still and quiet, like an ice statue. Sparky, you want to show our new friends?
Achoo!
Now, the next time Sparky sneezes, we all freeze. Anyway, enough about us. May I introduce you to our royal musicians? They are great. Musicians, please introduce yourselves and show these visitors what you've got.
I just can't wait to hear from them.
So you may wonder what happened to the king and the knights of North Castle.
They are on a quest.
Correct, my scaly friend. A little while ago, the king learned of a great armor, far superior to anything he already has. So he's gone on a quest in search of this great armor. He went one direction, and his trusted knights went the other. Sparky and I have been tasked to stay here in case anybody returns triumphant.
Unfortunately, no one has returned yet. Achoo!
Look, the knights are here, and look how good they froze in place when you sneezed.
Well, everything is cool here at North Castle, thanks to me and my sneezing.
Everything certainly is cool up here, including the royal musicians. Let's hear it from them right now.
When temptation's big and my faith seems small, I remember to surrender to the one who's able to deliver me, my shield and my defender.
They may look big, they may look tall, but the bigger they come, the harder they fall. They may look big, they may look tall, but the bigger they come, the harder they fall. They may look big, they may look tall, but the bigger they come, the harder they fall. They may look come, the harder they fall.
Giants in the land. My God is greater than the giants in the land. So I won't be afraid of all the giants in the land. Clothed in the armor of God, I'll stand against the giants in the land. My God is greater than the giants in the land. So I won't be afraid of all the giants in the land. Clothed in the armor of God, I'll stand against the giants in the land. Giants in the land. The bigger they come, the harder they fall.
Wow, great job, musicians and knights. Now feel free to chill out. Armor Jason, could you check my wing? You know that royal dog, don't you?
Frost, the king's dog. Did he bite your wing?
He sure did. Now I have frostbite. Get it?
Unfortunately, I do, Sparky. Now listen, I've been reading the King's Book. This is just a hunch, but I have discovered some riddles, which I think could help us find the great armor. Unfortunately, they are all written in a language that I do not understand.
Oh, some riddles! I thought you told me you discovered some pickles, and I was wondering why you got so excited about pickles.
This riddle is about the great armor. Remember, these riddles are written in an ancient dragon language.
Oh, lucky for you. I am fluent in ancient dragon language. I am the only one here who can interpret. Let me see what you have. Oh, well, this one says, if the breastplate of justice is what you seek, look for 5 pebbles in a creek.
The breastplate of justice must be another piece of great armor. So to find it, we have to look for 5 pebbles in a creek.
Well, around here, it might be 5 pebbles in a frozen moat.
I think the riddle is trying to tell us where to look in the King's Book. 5 pebbles. 5 pebbles. Well, in looking through here, I see where people gathered 12 rocks after they crossed a river. But that wouldn't be it.
There was a boy who had 5 rocks, or 5 loaves of bread. And I've eaten some bread that was just about as hard as a rock.
I've got it.
Oh,
I've got it. There's a story in 1 Samuel chapter 17, verses 1 through 50, about a boy and 5 stones. Maybe that's it. Let's take a look inside of the King's Book and see if the royal players can help us find out.
Hello, Knights. Let's read our first story from the King's Book. In the Bible, 1 Samuel 17 tells us about one of the most famous battles in history. It all starts with King Saul, who was the very first king of the Israelite people. King Saul and his people were battling a people called the Philistines. One of the Philistines was a giant named Goliath. David, a shepherd boy, showed up to bring food to his brothers who were in King Saul's army. David was brave and ended up volunteering to fight the giant Goliath. David defeats Goliath in today's story, and you won't believe how. All that he needed was his slingshot and 5 smooth stones that he got from the creek. We'll find out more in Bible stories today. Bye, Knights.
That was one epic battle, and that story answered our riddle about the pebbles in a creek. Sparky! Sparky! Come on, Sparky.
is it over? Was the giant defeated?
Yes, where did you go? Were you afraid of Goliath?
Of course.
Well, so were the Israelites. I bet David would be a big fan of our banner verse. Remember, it's from Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10, and it says, "Be strong in the Lord and in the strength of his power. Sparky, why don't you say it with us this time? Ready?
Be strong in the Lord and in the strength of his power. That does give me a little more courage.
Speaking of courage, our knights did a great job on their first quest. Now it's time for another quest.
Last time our brave knights practiced their balance, which is very important for a knight. What do they need to practice this time?
This time we need to practice a little bit of horse riding. Horse riding is a big part of being a knight. Knights spend a lot of time on horses and need to have proper riding techniques so we don't fall off. So everybody stand up with me. Now, gonna bend your knees, have your back straight, and you're just gonna hop up and down just like this.
Do they need to hold on to anything?
Yes, they do. Thank you for the reminder. You need to hold on to reins with either one or two hands. So you bend your knees, you get your back straight, hold on to the reins, and ride that horse.
Achoo!
Oops. They're looking more and more like knights, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
There you go. The castle call-out is armor up with justice. Remember to put your fists on your shoulders like you're putting on a safety harness when you say armor up. Now, do this motion. It's called the ASL justice when you say with justice. With justice. Armor up with justice. You want to do it together?
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Armor up with justice. Oh, there she goes again. Knights, when you unfreeze, remember to follow your castle guides and station leaders. They're going to help you on your quest today. Off you go.